I mean, the way that I'm usually kicking off these interviews is to ask, like, instead of just the typical, like, "Hey, tell me about what you do, maybe you can give us an example of one or two recent clients, whether you could share their names or not, but just like give us, like, what does it look like from their perspective? Who these days, today in 2023, like, who is finding you, following you, and working with you, and what does that engagement sort of look like?
Yeah. Creators who sell something online. So to be concrete about it, you know, a recent client of mine, coaching client of mine, was selling photography courses, programs, even a coaching, um, really around building a business, not necessarily this like the tactics of photography, but it was like, how do you
Mm-hmm.
build a proper business around your photography, right? And she offers membership, she offers one-off coaching, and she one-off courses, and she offers high-end coaching. And so what she found was my YouTube channel, and she was looking for, she was a tinkerer. She didn't mind getting her hands dirty in the tech, but she was trying to figure out certain things like, how do I properly put people into the funnel and give them the right offer at the right time? And
Mm-hmm.
she found my YouTube channels. She found, she basically binge watched my channel. And she reached out to me saying, "Hey, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get that right offer in front of my right audience. I have a decent sized list." I mean, that's her words. Like, I always say there's no such thing as a small list. And she's like, "Look, I want to automate this. I want to scale my business in ways that I could just go to the top of the funnel and put somebody in and reliably serve them free and paid content in what they need at the right time." And we worked together for, I guess it was close to about 6 months.
Huh.
And we put in a full fledged funnel. Uh, and I say we developed the strategy. She actually went ahead and deployed this in her own account, um, with overseeing from me basically a lot of asynchronous stuff, which we'll get into. But basically going from, hey, who is this person, to, hey, buy my coaching program, all the way. And times we figured out what her sales cycle was,
Mm-hmm.
how were we segmenting people, how were we personalizing the pitches. I mean, the visual of the main controller of this automation, I mean, it's a lot of branches in there because she has a lot of different products, but it's simplistic because it makes total
Yeah.
sense for whoever they are at the time, and they just keep cycling through. So that's who I work with, are creators that are really trying to scale their business and sell to the right people in their audience,
Mm-hmm.
the right products that they want at the right time.
Hey, just a quick break to tell you about Clarityflow. It's the software tool loved by coaches and their clients for communicating asynchronously in threaded conversations using video, audio, or text. My team and I designed Clarityflow for the modern day coach. It lets you give clients a single place to engage with you and all that you offer through your coaching business. Run coaching groups, cohorts, and communities using our Spaces feature. Create interactive courses using our Programs feature. Build your coaching library with templates and reusable content. And sell access to your coaching programs with subscriptions or one time payments. Customize colors and connect your domain to give clients a fully branded experience. You can use Clarityflow on the web or our mobile apps for iPhone, iPad, or Android. And connect any other apps using our Zapier integration. Start with a free trial or request a personalized demo and consultation by going to clarityflow.com. It's actually pretty interesting because it sounds like, a creator who, is probably very similar to the type of user who would be using Clarityflow. Um, and it seems like you're helping them with like the marketing side and the funnels as you described it, and how they kind of connect all the dots between people finding them, subscribing to them, purchasing their products, hiring them as coaches. Um, and then like sort of what Clarityflow is doing is like kind of like the tooling around actually communicating with clients and and doing the actual work together. So it sounds like a very similar type of user where, like you described, it's someone who offers some form of coaching and probably also offers some like a course, um, and also develops an audience with a newsletter or a YouTube channel or a podcast or all of those things. Um, and so where like ConvertKit and like email marketing come into play, it seems to me, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like that type of use case, a creator who's doing a lot of like different products that line into course to community to coaching, that's where email marketing and connecting with their audience can be really powerful. And like you described, like showing the right offer at the right time. It's actually like
Yeah.
a lot, in my case with Clarityflow, like our own email marketing is just super simple. Like sign up for the product, get a few emails, and we nurture you, and that's it.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I could imagine it's a lot more. There's a lot more that you can do that can be effective when you have like multiple offers like that.
Yeah. And in her case, for example, right, she had different, photographers, one that was doing it as side hustles, wedding photographers, that was their business, you know what I mean? So there's different segments of that audience, and she has her podcast and she has blog, and these attract different kinds of people and different needs. And what email really does is it does connect with your audience in a much more personalized way or deeper way. And you can personalize that experience based on who they are and where they came in from, whether it is a beginner article or an advanced article, and you can kind of make
Mm-hmm.
some assumptions around that and create that proper journey with them. And, a lot of creators, uh, or even online businesses, like let's call them, what they tend to do with email is they they build up those lead magnets, the autoresponders and those sort of things, and then they're just dumped into the regular broadcasts, the weekly
Mm-hmm.
broadcasts, and away they go. And then, hey, this quarter I'm going to launch something, so they push out a sales pitch. The only thing they do is exclude the people that already bought, and then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas when you do that over and over again, then your audience gets tired. They're like, okay, this isn't the time for me to buy that. And you're only giving me a week to decide this. And just with the behavior of, whether it is the economic climate, whether it's COVID exhaustion, pandemic stuff left over or whatever, but people don't want to feel anxious in their own inbox anymore. They
Mm-hmm.
really want to be able to, those timers don't work like they used to, right? Like that we always saw, like, hey, you got until midnight to do this thing, right? Like they just don't work as well anymore. And so what people want is a unique experience to them. And they want to be
Yep.
able to know that, like, hey, when I need this thing, I want to be able to buy it, right? And also have it land in their inbox when it makes sense for them to get this thing. So,
Yeah. And that
rabbit,
piece, that just like having it land, that's become harder than ever. And that just speaks to like you got to keep the quality up, and
yep,
frankly, the sales pitch is down in order to consistently reach their inbox, because Gmail will throw you into promotions or sometimes not even deliver you to the inbox,
yep.
and that kind of stuff can
Yeah,
really
I mean,
mess up
and
your whole list.
iOS has really thrown a monkey wrench into things. I mean, like there was
Mm,
always like corporate and healthcare industry, like where there was software blocking a lot of this stuff. I mean, iOS, if you're using Apple Mail now, you could sign up for mail privacy protection out to your iCloud account, and it makes it seem like you should be doing that. And now you get things blocked all the time. And from us, from a business perspective, we don't know if they're even checking email anymore. So
yeah,
there's a lot of the tech getting in the way. So if your content's good and you create those unique experiences, the end user, your subscriber or your customer, then wants your email in the inbox, and
yeah.
they'll make room for you in the inbox, and be on the lookout for that.